Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Two Idiots Reading Comics. This week is Bounty Hunters Volume 1. It's in the Star Wars universe, so I get to geek out again today. As always, thank y'all for joining us. Tell your friends, your family, and go check us out on Spotify or anywhere you listen to your podcasts. And let's get into it.
And welcome to the best damn book club on the internet. My name's Ryan Talmadge. That's Davis Crocker. And this is Two Idiots Reading Comics. And if you can't tell by Davis's shirt, someone really enjoys the gift idea I give his parents. Shout out Donna and Dewey.
Yeah.
We're doing Star Wars today, Davis.
Woohoo! Finally.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's been quite a while.
It's been a month and a half. This is like the second week in January.
Yeah.
Not when you're listening to it.
You'll be listening to this first week of February.
Yeah. But we actually did the smart thing this past year and recorded everything before Christmas.
Yeah. I'm so glad we did because, like always, there's always something's going to come up. Somebody needs something at a house party or a Christmas party. And that way we weren't having to load up stuff there at the end. We got it out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
Loud families.
I was like, I don't know where you're going with that, but okay.
Well, yeah, we got everything out of the way, so we weren't having to double book ourselves.
Oh, yeah. No. I'm just glad we did it. I needed a break, to be honest. I didn't read a single comic book until we needed to do this. And honestly, I was a little burnt out until I saw that Spider-Man movie.
Oh, God.
That
the
movie
Spider-Man
was amazing.
Holy shit.
The Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies are what got me into superheroes.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
we've
then
talked
the
about that
Avengers
many times.
is what got me to finally pick up a comic book.
Yep.
And it was just nice having that reminder of like, oh yeah, this is why I like this shit.
Yeah,
I remember like a week after that, I texted you. I was like, okay, what are we reading for February?
Yeah, it really did get me back into it. The wife and I have been watching the MCU movies in chronological order.
Nice.
We started.
Where did you get the Spider-Man movies though?
Well, I didn't know they weren't on Disney Plus.
No.
Disney Plus? Why the fuck aren't they on there?
Because they're owned by Sony.
They own the rights to it, though.
No, they don't.
They own the rights to the movie.
No. So that's a Sony-made movie in association and executive produced by Marvel Studios.
You fucking bitches.
And apparently they didn't add in streaming rights at that time.
Fucking bitches. Oh, well. Yes, minus the Homecoming.
Yeah.
We have just and Far From Home.
Which were kind of important for Spider-Man.
Extremely. And kind of for the MCU universe. Yeah. We are currently we stopped right before Infinity War, so we've watched everything up to there, and next one will be Infinity War.
Something I did before or like on Christmas break, I started watching just like the individual movies. And then I watched Infinity War and Endgame, just so I could try to watch the movie or the two big ones from each character's perspective. I only did it once, but I did it I did it twice. I did the 3 Thor movies and then watched Infinity War.
I got you.
And
then
Endgame.
Went back in Iron Man and then did it again.
No, I did Thor first, and then I did Guardians of the Galaxy, and then I was like, okay, I've seen these movies too many times. But
the rest of them.
But yeah, no.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy will make you tear up like a motherfucker.
I know, man. Honestly, rewatching them, I didn't realize. Of course, MCU always has the Easter eggs here and there and all this shit. But I didn't realize how heavy it was. Because, of course, I've seen every movie.
Oh, yeah, there
3,
was
4, 5 times, depending on which movie. But sitting there watching them in chronological order with Captain America, then Captain Marvel, then doing the Iron Mans and all that, you really sit there and go, holy shit, they set this up. Like from the beginning, they're sitting there going, if this succeeds, we can do this forever.
Yeah.
We will literally have a story arc until people get tired of us.
Oh yeah, no, it seems awesome. I mean, I'm not stopping going anytime soon.
No. And Eternals is on Disney Plus now, so I get to watch it for the first time. I never even got to see it.
I went and saw it in theaters. I don't think there wasn't anything that happened in Eternals that you needed to know from Spider-Man.
No,
so
no.
you'll be fine.
I figured we're getting back into the early days of the MCU where you're gonna get
Yeah.
your. All right, now we've got to build the characters.
Mhm.
We got to rebuild the team.
Yeah, and I think it was an adjustment for a lot of people, which I'm saying right now, Eternals isn't a perfect movie. I don't think it deserved the shit it got, but there was a big chunk of it you could have caught out. But at the same time, it's a not as well-known team, filled with not very well-known characters.
But
And
with a
the cast is
the
amazing.
cast that
I think that's why they did
three
that.
quarters of the group is A-list, like
Yeah.
A+ list cast.
Oh yeah,
And the movie just kind of, you threw them into, like you said, a situation that this group, the Eternals, aren't very well known.
Yeah.
Post Infinity Wars.
Yeah.
And you're just hoping that it
Oh, yeah.
sticks. Like you're like, okay, we're throwing a movie in there to satisfy
Mhm.
people, but hopefully it sticks.
oh, it'll eventually get to. It's going to play a big role.
I would imagine, even though I haven't seen it, I would imagine there's going to be things in it that are going to do, like...
You've already heard the spoilers, though. Right?
I know
At the
one
end
spoiler.
credit scene.
I know about the end credit with Black Knight.
Yeah, Black Knight, and
Um,
then supposedly the person talked to him is Blade,
Yes, yeah.
and so it seems like they're going to be
Because
doing the
they
Midnight
already
Riders.
they
Or
already
Midnight
have
Suns.
said that there was going to be a Blade movie or show on
Movie,
Disney? Movie, okay. And then Black Knight, I knew they were wanting to just bring
That's-
him in, but I
Black
didn't know if
Knight
he was going
was
to get
like-
a character, or like a movie or a
Uh-huh.
show or something.
Black Knight, back when I was doing the shitty Wednesday shows that I tried to do, he popped up first couple times, and that was the first time I was like, oh, they're really writing these comics for the movies.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
like, if
and
you want to know who's coming up in the MCU, just
go pick up the
whatever
top,
you're reading.
top 10 Marvel comics right now.
Yeah, whatever you're reading now will be in a movie like a year and a half from now.
Right.
So,
Which I get.
but I
and
think the Black Knight
understand.
works way better in a movie than it does on page.
I could see that. Some of the stuff with Black Knight, I've never read a Black Knight comic, but watching variants.
But it's like the sword compels him to kill people,
Yeah.
and that family was the only people, only person that King Arthur or Merlin trusted with it. So
That's true. But I know Variant, he's had many of videos about him before, even before Eternals, and about the most powerful weapons, and this blade usually
Mhm.
shows up on there,
Yeah.
or in the honorable mentions or
Oh, yeah.
something, and he's a cool character, and like we're talking about, hopefully Disney Plus continues with the greatness that is their shows.
yeah, I'm just waiting for you to transition this to Star Wars.
Well, if you
'cause-
hadn't interrupted me, that was my transition.
because then I can just sit back and take a nap real quick.
Because
Although I do want to. Episode 4 just came out of?
3.
Episode
Three.
3 of
One,
Boba Fett just came out, which is
That
why
just happened. That
I think it's 3.
4 will be coming out next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whichever one where he gets the Star Wars biker gang to join his crew. That one just came out. And I'm just gonna say it up front. Let's not pretend we like those moped looking speeders. Those look
No,
dumb as
we
hell.
can we can just act like that never happened.
Yeah.
Especially in
I'm
the Star
gonna-
Wars universe.
I'm
it's-
telling you right now that they're probably gonna come back up. But they look
Oh, I
dumb as
know.
hell.
They're
They look
gonna
so out
be
of place.
No, they're gonna be the way they set him up. I think they're gonna be his right hands now.
Yeah. I know.
That they're gonna be his foot soldiers, and it really pisses me off.
Yeah, no, I need them to have like actual speeders that the Sand people died for.
Yeah, the traditional long nose.
Yeah.
Jet troopers,
Oh,
not
yeah.
jet troopers, but the speed troopers had on
Yeah.
Endor. But in saying that, with Boba Fett having his Disney Plus series, Star Wars is back in the world, and
we
so
didn't time it right at all.
no, we didn't time it right, but
But
we
hopefully
don't
it's
time
going-
shit right anyways. Right now, when y'all are listening to this, week 1 of February, it's episode 7, maybe the finale, episode 8 might be coming out this
Yeah.
week. So again, Boba Fett, Bounty Hunters, gonna be right there with it.
Yeah.
But in saying that, with the new Star Wars content, they Disney's comic book line of Star Wars introduced the Star Wars Bounty Hunters line.
Mm-hmm. You want to go and do credits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As always, Thomas didn't write them down.
I have my iPad, I
Yep,
could have
sure.
got them.
He put that there just so he could say that.
I read it literally last night.
So we
So
got
I
our
didn't need
writer Ethan Sachs, artist Paolo Villanelli, color artist Arif Prianto, Prianto,
Mm-hmm.
letterer VC's Travis Lanham. VC's always there for Marvel.
Yeah. And DC.
Yeah. So before I just go into Star Wars world, what did you think of it? Were you expecting, and what did you feel from it?
I expected badass bounty hunters, which for the most part I got. My main complaint is they jumped around in the timeline so much in the beginning that it was really confusing.
Yeah.
But once they clarified, like, I think it was like page 90 or somewhere in there, they finally just clarified like what actually happened to set all these events in place. Then it was good after that. But they made Boba Fett look like a real badass. They made Bosk look like a complete asshole, which
he is.
Yeah, he is. He was kind of like the less lovable Boomerang from the Suicide Squad.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. But and then what were you expecting? What characters did you think when you first heard Bounty Hunters? Were you thinking this was going to be a Boba Fett heavy, or did you have a feeling
I expected
this was
way
going to
more
be
Boba Fett? But at the same time, like I saw Bosk on the cover, I knew who he was. And then this was after Episode 5.
Correct.
Yeah, so I knew the guy that Han Solo shot wasn't going to be in it. But those are really the only
Greedo.
like, other than
Greedo back in Episode 4.
Yeah, them three, and then like because of stuff we've read here, I knew about the Black Wookiee.
Black Chrysanthemum.
Yeah, those are the only 4 bounty hunters I know, though. So.
Yeah, so right now in the Star Wars world, Boba Fett has just captured, the Empire has just captured Han Solo. Boba Fett has Han on his ship in Carbonite, and Boba is transporting him to the Hutts for his bounty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Boba being Boba, he can't pass up a new bounty.
Yeah.
And in this, so Boba's really kind of off on his own little whirlwind adventure.
And it was like, that was technically after the events of like the beginning of this story.
Correct.
It was it was revenge.
The story
and he was
really is set almost 12 years, 10 years before. Mm-hmm. I think the girl that shows is they never explicitly say her age, but she's very I don't know the right word. She's not strong, but she's a human female, and she looks to be around 10 to 12 because they say that she's going to be coming of age, to then take the reins of these 2 warring syndicates, the Unbroken Well and the Unbroken Wall, Unbroken Clan.
Yeah.
So I would say coming of age in Star Wars is usually 12, 13. So the events take place 10 years before, 10 to 12, and again, it's Boba Fett going after his own shit. The plan is that Valance, who is our main character in this, he is a cyborg, and
I mean, most droids don't have human skin and body build.
So the difference in cyborg and droid is General Grievous is a cyborg.
Oh, so it has like a human conscience?
He came from...
Or someone had their complete body rebuild?
Human / Gamorrean, whatever the fuck you want to be. Mm-hmm. Then as his body was deteriorated from war, battles, whatever, he then cybernetically enhanced himself.
Okay.
So that his core is still... He still has a beating heart.
Yeah.
He still has lungs, livers, pieces of things that have then been enhanced by cybernetics. Okay. So, like, his arms are cannons.
Oh, so I thought that was weird that they said that about those kids in Boba Fett. I was like...
Because they call them cyborgs.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, I guess they always replaced everybody's limbs with robot arms and stuff like that. But they never really dove into the... like Cyberpunk 2077 stuff.
Correct.
Where like there's groups of people who willingly give up their body parts.
Now
Like
there is there's a story, one of the books. It's I think in the Aftermath trilogy, where the group goes to a planet where humans have willingly given themselves to cybernetics. Like they are willingly turning themselves into as much droid as they physically can.
Yeah.
Where I think that's what the group in the Boba Fett show is they are willingly giving up body parts to cybernetically enhance themselves, to make themselves better.
Oh, yeah.
Where in Valance's case, he was a Imperial starfighter. He flew in an Imperial starfighter. He was a pilot, crash landed. If you read volume 3, you get that story because that ties into the bounty hunter story that's happening now to try and rescue Han.
Okay, so
well, he crashes.
No,
and
what body parts are you giving up for robots? I'd definitely take at least one robot arm.
Oh, definitely. If I can have damn hand cannons, and then you can also get the tool that can unlock doors and shit. You can make your hand change into a door to change doors.
I think I'm going cyberpunk and getting the big ass knife that comes out of your forearm. Though.
Oh, Valance! You don't see it in this. Valance in his shin, one of his bones is a blade that he can hit the front of his shin, and it pulls out a mandolorian forged blade, Beskar forged blade.
Flexible for that. I'm not.
Yeah. Well, he is flexible. Did you not see what the shit he was
doing?
doing?
He is, but I'm not.
But yeah, he hits it.
I know, but this is what are you giving up?
He pulls out a blade and he can stab people with it. It's really cool. Yeah, probably the arms. Maybe the legs. Maybe
I'm keeping at least one.
I may go legs, and then I can run faster.
Yeah, but how does that work?
Then I don't get tired.
How does that work calorie-wise, though? Because then you're not actually burning fat and stuff like that. You'd have to get in shape before you did it.
Maybe like a
because that'd be funny.
Like a hut type thing where the dude's on, like, he's got spider legs.
Nope, don't like that.
Yeah, it's a hut, but he has a spider leg harness.
Oh.
And he walks for him instead of being carried or slithering like huts do. And
respect him more.
Yeah. And then he's fucking swollen, jacked and shit. But he's a crazy hut. I don't know.
There's a world of Star Wars that you have entire knowledge of. I have no idea.
Yeah.
How many huts are there?
If you can see this right here on the video of the books, this is only about a quarter of the Star Wars books. That's where a lot of the knowledge comes from.
I have one. I have Ronin.
Man, it's all right. I'm not a big fan of it. It doesn't fit. It's outside the canon.
Yeah.
But I'm very canon oriented, and I like it. It's a good story, but
I just like the idea of Sith turning back and then like just turning on other Sith. That seems cool.
Yeah, I'm listening to it on Audible, and I got about 4 hours left. They just destroyed the.
Whoa! I'm on like chapter 4. Bro,
wow, you were slow.
No, I start and stop books all the time.
That's why I got Audible, man.
I'm still I zone out. Can't do it. Zone out.
Oh, when I'm driving, since I'm on the road so much, if
you want to hear the list of books, I'm like.
I know you've got a Game of Thrones.
The second
Ronin.
Game of Thrones.
Did you finish the first?
Ronin. Yeah, I finished the first.
Ooh, nice.
That's what started my big kick on reading.
Harry Potter.
Like actual books. Ronin, the second Game of Thrones book, I'm like 2 chapters in. Ronin, I'm on 4. Harry Potter, I'm on like chapter 3. Then there's like there's a book on habits because I'm trying to get better habits. Because clearly I don't have good habits because I'm picking up books and stop reading them like right at the beginning. I'm like 2 chapters into that, and then I got a book by Jocko Willink, who is this Navy SEAL, and it was like some leadership book I thought sounded interesting.
Right.
And I read a chapter of that.
Jeez, man.
So I have like 5 books.
See, that's why when I was hard reading books, yeah. I can only read like a book at a time. Like I can only I won't pick up another book until I finish.
See.
Yeah.
I just don't finish. I'm like, this book's more important right now. So I'll read that one, and then if I ever go back, I start over.
He's reread like 3 chapters over and over and again.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's weird, but yeah.
But so in the world that we're in right now, so the original group that goes on this event, like we said, is Bosk. Nakano Lash, he's a sniper. Kamas is the guy they're working for. Tongor is Com's kind of guy. Twin, who?
The guy hired him.
Kamas.
Yeah.
Tongor, he's kind of on comms. He has a twin sister that shows up to avenge his death, then gets shot in the belly by Boba Fett.
Yeah.
That may or may not come back.
They go.
Then Boba Fett, the god, and Valance, of course, the cyborg.
Yeah.
And they go to.
Why are you recapping the book, bro?
What? I don't know.
I mean,
look, I can talk Star Wars. What do you want?
I know, but like,
where we can go?
It's a book club. They should have read it. They don't need to know the story. They just need to know what you liked about it. Besides the fact that it was Star Wars.
Yeah, it's Star Wars. I definitely could. Again, a critique I've had with Star Wars comics lately is they are hard to read single issues at a time.
Yeah.
They have
I'm
really.
surprised you haven't
bad.
Gone full like graphic novel. Just the graphic novel.
It's because I'm on Comixology and I can get I get them every week. Just
I actually
to stay
hit
up with them.
Did you know there's a 50 book borrow limit?
Yes, I've hit it a few times.
I just hit it. I returned like 40 of them.
When we did Invincible, I downloaded 10 volumes because I got overzealous. I was like, if I'll read it throughout. Of course, haven't read any of it. Did Walking Dead the same way. And
I still haven't
then I hit the 50 limit. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna.
I still haven't read past volume 3 of Invincible.
I haven't read whatever we stopped reading.
We stopped after volume 3. I bought the second little big collection
omnibus
that's been out. It's not like the complete omnibus because I have one that's like issue 1 through 50.
Oh, but, I saw one.
This one is like the first 3 volumes.
Yeah,
together.
I saw one in the.
It's hardcover
in a comic book store at the near my office. I literally
Soft
almost
cover.
couldn't grab. Yeah, it was just. Normal size pages.
Mm-hmm.
I almost couldn't grab it.
Oh yeah,
it was so thick.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that one. I got the hardcovers that seems like it has 3 volumes at a time.
Yeah,
but I had the second one. And I'm still like, do I want to read it? Do I want to wait for the show? Where are we going with this? But
I'm kind of iffy with it both ways. Yeah. But it's kind of like that's been my biggest critique with Star Wars is they try to fit in so much stuff in a comic that it doesn't make sense sometimes. Like bringing Black Chrysanthemum in and Dr. Aphra in the middle of this comic when they were fighting Bosk. She ties into this story. She ties into the bounty hunter story when the Star Wars Vader, bounty hunters, and Dr. Aphra all cross over to try and rescue Han when they reintroduce Crimson Dawn. And in doing so, she just shows up with Black Chrysanthemum just to poke fun at Bosk, and then they disappear.
Yeah.
So it's like, why even bring them in if you're just gonna?
Yeah. Was that person they didn't show and he just hit him in the face?
Didn't show and hit him in the face.
Yeah, he was like tied up after the fight with Valance, and then someone comes up to him and says, "We weren't here for you," and then hits him in the face.
No.
After they get something from him.
No, that was
Or was that the?
That was that snake-looking guy.
Okay, that dude was weird too. He didn't need to be in there.
He was also a piece of shit. A sorry ass bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything on his own.
No.
Wanted more money.
Yeah.
And ends up dying to Valance and the girl. No. Yeah, to Tongor's sister, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But the Bounty Hunters comic does do well. It turns out to be pretty good. I'm on issue 20 and of course doing the whole Bounty Hunter crossover shit. But again, they're here for money. It's
I
definitely
do wish
not
there was
something.
more Boba Fett, but
I know. I definitely don't think this is something that will carry over for a long time.
Yeah.
I think they'll kind of reach a point and probably terminate it. Just because it's not moving forward anywhere. It's just kind of some background characters having fun. Yeah. Doing a little.
I gotcha. I mean, It was all right. I definitely did it in 2 sittings because before they finally just reveal what happens in the beginning, it is tough read. I'm just like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
But no, it was pretty good. Uh, you had complained about the art style though. I like this one though.
Did I
Not
say
this,
something bad about the
not
art
in
style
that,
in this
but
one?
like the typical art style that they do in all the Star Wars comics.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
all
This
one
This
style.
one's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one
But this one was pretty good.
again. They're not fitting a face to a real life person,
True.
so they can do what they want.
Yeah.
Because Boba Fett is a suit.
Yeah, he's wearing a
So
helmet.
it's smooth. You just make the helmet. You do what you need to do.
Yeah.
But the action, there's a lot of the action that kind of reminds me of like the early comic style of pow bang, or
Oh, yeah.
they don't say pow and bang, but that all of a sudden you'll see the whizzing missile
Yeah.
or the missile,
Mm.
but it's already exploded, but you still see the whizzing
Yeah,
trail. That stuff I liked that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one I like the art style in this one a lot.
Mm.
I like these guys.
I gotcha.
So,
is there any last bit of Star Wars you want to get out before we have to wait before we can do it?
Boba Fett TV show is fucking awesome. Obi-Wan Kenobi comes out, I think, in May. The
Ooh.
Andor TV show will come out somewhere after that.
Don't know what that one's about.
Mandalorian season 3 started filming back in October, November maybe. Might come out at the end of this year, depending on COVID. Fuck COVID. So yeah, Star Wars is doing good. No movies in the docket right now. And Andor is going to be
I think
from
they're doing fine where
Rogue
they're at.
One. Rogue One's the Imperial droid, the tall black Imperial droid.
Mm.
Him and the guy that was always with him, they're doing a kind of a buddy cop show with the two of them, pre-Rogue, pre-Rebels.
Don't know if I needed that one, but okay.
I definitely don't need that one.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean,
Don't forget, they're remaking Knights of the Old Republic,
I know
a video game.
I don't know
And
what's gonna.
apparently the rumors of Jedi Fallen Order too. Apparently,
Yeah,
whatever the next big expo is apparently going to be leaked.
is it D23 or is that going to be the?
I think
the
it's
Sony
going to be
one
like
in summer?
I think it's going to be like a video game expo,
Ooh, nice.
or it's just going to be like an EA announcement. I don't know.
No, Disney. What I would like to see is either from the clones perspective, that we get a little bit of in season 7 of Clone Wars, and then the Bad Batch, which the Bad Batch is doing. Oh, Bad Batch will also come out sometime this year. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it'd be 4 counting Boba Fett. 5 Star Wars shows will come out in 2022.
I actually know when Ahsoka gets her show.
2023.
Son of a bitch.
Maybe it was Ahsoka that was coming out, not Andor.
I don't know.
It'll be one of those. But again, I'm waiting on Boba Fett to tie back into Mandalorian.
I don't know if it will.
Because we did not see Boba in Mandalorian, but the timeline is the same.
We saw Boba in Mandalorian,
We did.
just not in a suit.
Ah, that's right.
'Cause
That's
he had
right.
to get it
Sorry.
back.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, movies and shows are getting all confused.
Yeah.
Yes. So I don't know if we'll ever see them back together again. I would imagine we will.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if he had to call in a favor at the end of this. Because you would thought, like,
That's true.
whenever, like, he was going to get done, they keep showing all these sand people and stuff. And just like you would think, like, oh, at some point at the end he's going to be down. And the sand people are going to come back to help him. What?
Oh,
Just
no.
the most recent one, they all got murdered. So
All sand people are dead.
yeah, so I'd imagine it'd be
No,
Pedro Pascal.
now we get the Pikes.
Weird fish people.
Yeah, well, they're not really fish people. They're
They look
spice.
like
They're
fish.
spice runners. They're the spice syndicate. Their syndicate is based
And
on
you
spice.
said Star Wars wasn't based off Dune.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah.
Because it's very based off of Dune. Which I still haven't watched that movie yet. I gotta do
It's
that.
fucking awesome.
Did you start that book too?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
I read the first 2 chapters and I was like, I'm gonna wait for the movie because there's a lot of words in there. If you weren't familiar with it, there's gonna be a lot of words in there, and you're like, what the fuck is that? But no, That's gonna be fucking awesome. I can't wait.
I've heard that the movie is only half of the first book.
It is.
Which my guy at work, he got geeky on it. And it sounded good.
Dude, it's pretty good.
But I can sit here and rant about Star Wars all day. So you're gonna have to cut me off at some point, or we can just sit here.
I think your wife wants to go eat, and we told you motherfuckers, which we didn't even hit that far. We're still at 30 minutes. But we told you motherfuckers if we weren't in anybody's Spotify Wrapped, we were gonna go longer.
Yeah.
But we are gonna get more loosey with it and have some more fun and not strictly be about the comic. But
yeah,
it was a good first episode after doing that.
First recording of the new year.
Yeah, first one being back. Next week is Batman and Robin.
Yes, but
Batman Reborn.
A little different Batman and Robin.
Yeah, I knew that happened at some point. I didn't think it was the one you picked.
I didn't either until I started reading. But you're gonna have to stay tuned to next week.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.